As a rule of thumb, you should not be in the field trying to seed when there's mud sticking to your tires. But another rule of thumb is to get stuff seeded before it starts raining. Sometimes you need two thumbs to make a rule. Well, anyway, we are here. We're drilling in some rye, and this is bean ground, and it's a little steep. There's actually some washouts over there that are gonna have to get fixed and leveled up, smoothed up. But we're seeding in some rye that'll kind of help hold it over winter, and it gives it a little nitrogen boost in the soil, which the beans also give it a little nitrogen boost in the soil, so that's like twice the nitrogen boost. The rye is pretty much just a straight cover crop. Most likely we'll spray it, kill it off, and no-till corn right into it. Or if it's a drier spring I should say, we might cut it and make hay off it. The size of our hay pile right now is very, very good, and there's still a lot of fourth crop that we could make, might make. I don't know yet. But most likely it'll probably just get sprayed down and no-tilled into, which is good. It's all around just a good thing. Cover crops are a good thing. And yeah, that's about it. Alrighty, so yeah, it's a little muddy, and for some reason we got seed on top of the row, which is weird. But yeah, if you can see in there is seed coming down into the rows, so that's alright. So I guess we're gonna keep going. You ready to go?
No.
What? Engaged. We are seeding rye again today. Got one field done. That field back there is done. And there's one up here for sure. We'll see if the top piece is steep enough we should do it or not. Then we're gonna skip over there and do all that. How's the fruit snacks? Good. What are you doing up here? Scoot your butt. I gotta open this. Well, we're about half full down here. And I guess you call that 3/4 full down here. What are you doing in there?
I want to.
Someone keeps leaving all their rocks in the field too. Man, I bet somebody really, really cool made all these bales. Yeah, that guy's totally cool. I actually got a video of making all these bales. If you want to watch it, I'll put it right up here-ish. For anyone who's never opened seed bags before, they give you this little piece of tape here, and you rip it, and you pull it off, and it's open, and you dump it. Now, you can do it that way, or you could cut the bag with a knife if you really wanted to, but there's one other way to do it. Get your seed bag, throw it over your shoulder. What are you doing in there? Okay. Anyway, throw your seed bag over your shoulder. Around. There you have it. And somebody left what used to be a bale right there. Also, this field has a spring in it, which if you can tell, I kind of slide down the hill there. And yeah, now we're sliding right into this bale here. But yeah, that is a permanently wet spot. Always something going on. Oh, that is a problem. And it's usually caused by the disc openers down here. The round disc. When the bearings go out, they don't like to turn, so then they just start plowing. And then it just bogs up, and then you just keep on pushing crap. Luckily, this is just bean stubble, so it ain't too big of a deal. It'll come right out. Corn stalks are a totally different animal, and I really hate messing with those, especially with this wore out disc or drill. But I am close enough to milking time, I think I'm just going to call it a day. Better check, make sure I didn't run out of seed again. I'd say we're good. Yeah, so there's a big streak and it clogged up somewhere down there. And then you just push them like that little ball there. It's been doing it a couple times, so I'm guessing we have a bearing out. And you can see the disc there. There's two of them and they come to a little point there. And they gotta spin freely, otherwise they just start bulldozing stuff. And that's not a good time. Well, the good news is I did not have any bearings out in disc openers. The bad news is they were just packed full of mud. So you still pretty much gotta do what you would do to replace them, which is just pull them off. And instead of just being able to pull them off and slap a new one back on, you pull it off, clean out all the mud, and put it back on. Which is just a pain. But we're headed back out. I also tools with me if I gotta take more apart. I didn't take them all off. I think I took like 4 or 5 off and got them all cleaned out. The rest seem to be rolling all right, so we'll see. If I start plugging up again, I will have to stop and do it out in the field. But we're gonna go give her and See how it goes. I ain't got much left, so I didn't feel like tearing them all apart. I'll probably give this thing a good power washing when I'm done with it. I'll get it cleaned out then. Getting more done all the time. The wind really picked up. And it looks like we're still going to be going for a while. It's really windy. Well, it looks like we're getting something accomplished at least. In my lifetime, I have seen probably a dozen old helium balloons in a field. And it's always been in this field. I don't know if it's because of the way the wind blows from town, but this is like number 15. It's a star. And now it's in the field. Well, hopefully this field will use up all the seed I got in here, and then I can be done doing this. It's not that everything else going on right now is super fun, but this is really starting to get old. Maybe not old, but just a wee bit boring. Oh, I think this field is like 20 acres. I should probably stop doing that. That's probably pretty loud. So I don't know. We'll see. If it comes down to just a little bit left, I'll go back up to where it was up there. I mainly just wanted to get that covered for erosion reasons. Beans do not hold soil very well. So, that's why we're doing what we're doing. It's just to keep it from washing. And rye's got some other plus sides to it. It does boost the nitrogen in the soil just a little bit. It also grows insanely fast, and it's pretty tolerant to cold temperatures. This stuff will keep growing until frost kills it. I mean, it'll grow at 35 degrees. It'll still be growing. So, yep, and I mean, in springtime, if we get the right weather and it's sort of dry, if we need to, we can even cut it, let it dry for hay. We've chopped it before. It's pretty versatile. Otherwise, if you don't need hay and you just need something to hold the ground, you can go through, either tear it up, which we probably won't do just because it's mainly, all this bean ground is pretty soft. Most beans kind of loosen up the soil pretty good. So all the ground's pretty soft. We shouldn't have to tear it up. We'll probably just spray it off, plant right into it. And like I said, unless it's a good dryish year and the hay's there for the taking, you might as well take it. So, but we're going strong, and we're just gonna keep on going. Second crop beans are coming in really good. It's always good to see. Hopefully this thing's getting about empty. Yeah, it's getting there. When you start doing it, see it doing the little divots there, that's how you know she's starting to get low. Now I can feel about them. long winding rows, running 5 miles an hour. We are gonna get something done and hopefully get this thing emptied out, because it is about half an hour till milking time. And it'd be nice to get done with this today, because tomorrow's Sunday and I don't want to sit on this thing again. All cleaned out, almost. I'm just gonna leave it down, drive over to the edge of the field. All that should get worked down, and we are all wrapped up. Thank the Lord. It's about time to get that thing dualed up and get it on the turbo till and go get working over stocks. And at the same time, it's also time to get that thing hooked up and start emptying that manure pit. This is why it's a busy time of year. And actually, I gotta unhook this and hook the baler back up and go make a bunch of more corn stalks. Way too many things to do. But the rye is done, so that's one good check off the list.